Hooray.
Woohoo.
Did they hear my story?
I'm scared.
No, actually, it was like a second after that.
Good.
If you want to tell it again, you're more than welcome.
No, they missed out. How come I look like it? Oh, death leopard. Okay, hold on. I'm doing stuff and then we can go. Oh, yeah.
I need something that's like 3 hours long. Come on.
Yeah, let's do
YouTube.
Wait, what's 4 hours long?
No, I'm trying to find just music to just play in the background.
I see. Hold on. I need to take my gloves off to type.
Wait, is my... Yep, it is. Okay. All my audio is going through my headset like it should be. Alright, got it. I don't like those quotes around defeated. I'm just saying it right now.
I mean, would you class it as a defeat?
I mean
like, it is, but it's not. You know what I mean?
I feel more defeated probably than she did, but...
I mean, she was already dead, like...
Exactly. Because, like, our mission was to save her, and then it was like, nope. Like, fuck. Alright, so we are live with D&D. Yay.
You know, I'm the best DM and I don't even have my fucking notebook out yet.
Nice.
Well, come on, get the program.
That's a sound. Thank you, Keeper.
What sound happened? I'm not paying attention.
Oh, Keeper resubbed? Yeah.
Yay! I would, but I don't have money.
That's okay, I'm pretty sure somebody gifted you one anyway, in the tirade of Destiny 2 subscription gifting.
It ran out today.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I'm so sad. I was sitting here and I was like... like, this is awkward. Cool. I think I have everything. I do. Awesome. Notebook. Yeah. Pencil case is downstairs. Okay, so does anyone want to recap?
Go for it, guys.
Whoever recaps gets a point of inspiration.
My recap's gonna suck, so I'll go for it, guys.
One of you do it, or I'm not giving the inspiration.
So, after we killed some goblins, we heard some screaming. I didn't hear any screaming, or Cyrus didn't hear any
It
screaming.
wasn't screaming, it was crying, but yeah.
Crying. After visiting a different room, which happened to be like a kitchen, it was much more visible. And in this room, there's nobody in this room, I don't think. There's a doorway we haven't entered into yet, but we figured one out behind the stove that we went into the cellar. And then we found a trap door underneath some barrels that took some time to move.
I don't know, did I, Jessers? Or do I have to fucking mess with it some more?
Took some time to move.
Because I haven't touched it since.
You know, it wasn't like a flubbed mix of checks or anything. But yes, carry on, you are correct. Okay.
After that, we opened up the trap door. I forgot who went down first. I don't remember that part.
Shaprax went down first.
Yup.
Yep.
Zian followed. So I'm sorry, I can't remember. Kess went down. Osiris refused since he couldn't get Necros down. But Scoon came down after seeing peepers fly up through the hole, terrified and scared. Got peepers set up in the corner with Necros and put them on Necros' head. And followed down the hole. Down the hole, we discovered a spectral, ghosty woman standing over a bucket or tub of some sort of liquid at the time. We couldn't describe.
Seeing the map help. Hold on, let me show you the map.
Maybe a little bit. That's kind of what I'm going off of a little bit.
How's everybody else's audios? Hey, Stench.
After some discussion with a snake on the ground, figuring out if that's an actual snake in game or a pattern.
It was throwing us off, alright?
Like, hey, I'm not about the snake thing when it comes alive. I was like, it's literally a thing in the floor. Like I've said it 16 times. It's a carving in the floor. Chill the fuck out. Anyway.
Otherwise, after some discussion with the spectral ghosty lady, Zian, I believe, is the one that stepped forward to see what was inside the tub in the darkness. After getting a little bit too close, some fighting. Which got very, very intense.
A lot of possession
Thank you for
or
the
attempted
sub,
possession.
Jessers.
One of your friends went unconscious and made death saving throws at the hand of yourselves. You know, then there was, you know, some...
Look, there was one possession, one person went unconscious, and there was one death saving throw.
Yeah, but I mean, it still happened, and she tried to possess Zian 3 times. And then she was like, fuck it, I'll pick a new target. She's like, I wanted the big one to hit harder, but like, he'll do.
That was just mean.
I mean, true. He's a big hulking lion with a
kind of the
fucking
point,
great
though.
axe or whatever. Or fucking, I don't know. Yeah,
The
great
two has
axe.
some intelligence.
But, yes. So, you knocked your friends unconscious. Friend, singular.
Could be friends.
No, friend. Singular.
It's okay, I saved him. And then force fed him a potion.
Deep throat potion down his throat.
Yep. That happened. Deep throat potion.
After some more hearty discussion with ghostly spirit lady, we figured out that in said tub was a lot of blood and some body parts thanks to Kess. Or rats.
No, Kess.
Check.
It was
Kess?
Kess.
Okay, Kess.
Mm-hmm.
After a little bit more discussion between more Kess and Spirit Woman.
Her name was Sarah.
Sarah.
She has a name!
Oh, get down there for the
Yes,
name.
you were!
Look down the
Actually, was he?
No, I wasn't. It was before.
No.
yeah, he's my
Zian said it. Zian said it out loud when Osiris was there.
Okay.
Okay. She told us, most of us to leave except for Kess, which Kess turned into mummifying and preserving the remains that we are transporting out of here.
Kind of.
Well, I don't think it's like Naruto, there's Sasuke in the barrel that we're transporting.
No. He found a wrap and wrapped it around the bones of Sarah, which he exhumed from the pit of congealed blood.
That just sounds delightful.
Right? In the torture
Absolutely.
room where all the walls are covered in blood. Not to mention the floor.
And a lot of body parts and booze and TNT.
Yeah.
Past that, Kess has discovered the secret room down to the south that was closed off to the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
In time, he came back up, and we were all waiting for him.
Yeah, that's pretty
They
much it.
to Each other.
You're all kind of slumped around in this room, basically just dealing with the fact that you all just got absolutely pounded on. Some of you worse than others. Zian was kind of licking his wounds metaphorically. You know, Shaprax, you were tending to peepers. Osiris, you made sure that Necros was okay. Kess, you were the last one out with the torch and also the remains of Sarah, as well as having been allowed to take the gifts for yourself that were in the other room. But yeah, pretty much correct. All accurate. Does anyone have any questions before we proceed? Obviously, we are down one person, so don't expect all that much social interaction from Zian unless it's objectively important. But yes, does anyone have any questions?
No, I don't think so. Not for me.
That should be good.
Link, take your point of inspiration for recapping last session.
Thank you.
You're welcome. For those of you who don't know what a point of inspiration does, it allows you to re-roll any roll once. You must take the new number, but it is literally anything: strength save, death save, attack, a check, anything. It's once. So use them as and when you'd like. Yeah. I like to gift it for recaps and anything that you particularly do really, really well, or have some kind of clever idea for. So keep that in mind. If you want to earn some inspiration, I will give you them. But yes. We are settled in this room where we are all quietly reflecting on having just met Sarah 100 feet below this building. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm curious if we want to continue going upstairs or if we want to leave, because I would be okay with going upstairs.
Just as a reminder, you do have that room that you opened. Did I pull you guys back to the map? Tell me I pulled you back
Yep,
to the map.
you did.
That you have.
So you have the room that you put the sofa in front of, that you haven't explored either of the stairs there. And you did realize in your brain that that's not where the tower is, but there are rooms there if you wanted to explore them. It's entirely up to yourselves. You tell me. Don't all rush at once.
Osiris, what do you want to do?
We are hauling a dead body. I don't know how bad that smell is.
It's not so much a dead body, it's literally like a skeleton. It's like a skeleton. Well, I wouldn't say it's quite skeletal remains yet, but like. It's not great. Nobody rolled a medicine check to see how long she had been dead for, but
Didn't want to interfere with the wrapping.
it was a case of like, I wouldn't say she's quite skeletal, but she's also not fresh. But she was also sitting in a pool of liquid, so like, decomp is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really smell pretty though, but it's not like obnoxious. It's not
Gag at the first smell.
Yeah, like I mean, it would have been that kind of thing had you been the one removing her, but because of you guys not being there for that entire process, you haven't really seen the extent of it the same way that Kess has, so it's not disgusting to your nostrils, but you're also aware that he is carrying the remains of Sarah.
Okay. I don't have a lot of spells I can use right now, and not a lot of healing personally. I'm okay with going. I would just have to be a little bit more safer with necros too.
Yeah, and Zian would be like, I'm not feeling so hot. I don't know how much more use I'll be in this state. I took a bit of a beating down there in case you didn't notice. But if you think it's wise to explore what we've opened up already, then I'll do what I can.
I kind of look over at Kess and ask, what do you think?
A shrug and say, lead the way.
Alright, so first off, I grab another one of my torches. And I'm gonna light that. I think I have another one, right? Yeah, that brings me down to...
I think everyone started with 10.
Yeah, that brings me down
So
to...
we have Torch Chan, and then we have Torch Kun, and that's 60-30.
Alright.
I think I spelled Torch.
Oh my.
Yeah, a lot of light. Controlled by, yeah, and this one is controlled by... There we go. I think it's 60 feet. I could be wrong.
Thought it said 20 or 30 or something.
Yeah, 20-foot radius. Wait, hold on. I could be wrong. It's 40. It's 20-40.
Dim light. Yeah, 2040. Okay.
I'm number dyslexic. Don't judge me.
No, that's good. I was just checking because you were asking. I was good with the first one. I mean, it was plenty of light for me.
But yes, I will remind you, because I don't know if you'll remember from last week, that Osiris haphazardly lifted the pressure plate outside the door. I will give you that reminder because a lot happened last week, so just be aware of that thing still being there.
Is that like another step up from Necros right here?
It's kind of where the tile changes. So,
Okay.
like...
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was like just outside the door, I thought.
Yeah, it's roundabout at this point.
Okay. So, yeah. I'll move kind of this way. I mean, Peepers is essentially on my shoulder, so I'm just leaving her there so I can move if needed. But, what's my standing long jump? How do I figure that out?
You don't need to make a run up to jump. You can literally step over this.
Okay, well then I step over it up here.
It was Zian who was dramatic about it to make it seem like it was a bigger jump than it wasn't, and then Osiris and Necros just like stepped over it. So it's literally like a leg's width. It's an easy.
Okay.
It's an easy maneuver. I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
We'll step over that too.
Yep. Zian is out with you.
So I'm gonna come over to this door because it was the closest one and I'm curious about it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of gesture towards the door once they come into the light, because I don't know if they can. I know that I'm assuming
and Osiris can see you.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that they're aware of where you are. They haven't explicitly told you that they can see in the dark, but you get the feeling that they're watching you.
So I kind of gesture. What about this one?
Why are you being...
Gesturing towards the door, you said?
Yes.
I kind of say to you, one moment, I want to get the stuff underneath the pressure plate real quick. If I can get what I can back out. Save tools and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna stay over here.
I'm gonna stay way over this side of the room. Yeah, Zian kind of like backs the fuck off as well.
And then Peepers goes on this shoulder.
Before I start.
Alright, I'll step over and or towards Chan.
So you gotta drag over both of them, and then it'll select both, so you can move both at the same time, Keeper.
Yeah, it's basically like highlighting your thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's frustrating. But I figured that out because I was moving myself and Peepers a lot.
Want something.
Okay, Osiris, what are you trying to do? You're just seeking the...
Yeah, I wanna... What I put underneath there to lift it, keep it hold up, I wanna pull it back out so I still have the tool.
Okay, make me a sleight of hand check, just so that you don't set it off while you're taking the tool out.
Can I do my thieves tools?
No, sleight
You
of
may
hand.
want to move Necros
Okay.
if he's not out of the line of literal fire.
That's a good idea, let me move him. We can't leave them outside. Sleight of hand.
Okay, you get it out fine. You pull it a little bit quicker than you thought, and you're like, oh shit! And then you brace for impact and nothing happens. But you get it back.
Okay, we got it. I'm good.
Alright, so I go up to the door and I kind of try out the knob or the handle or whatever. I forget, did you say it was locked or not? When we were here first?
Check.
Well, I'm checking if it's locked.
No one checked. So you put your hand on and this door doesn't look as fancy or as heavy as any of the other ones. It's just like a standard wooden door. You can tell like it's battered and bruised from just years of being there.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your hand and you sort of give it like a little shuggle and you twist it, and it seems like you could push the door open if you wanted to.
Oh shit, wrong thing. I'll open the door.
Cool. So you do so. Let me just do this. Not Blair. Blah. Cool. So you open the door, and what you see in front of you is a room that looks to be filled to the brim with crates and from your vision point, barrels, and looks like some kind of storage room. You'd get this is probably where they put the excess stuff from the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Well, step in and get a better view just to see.
Yeah, so it pretty much shows you that, you know, it looks like barrels of, you can get the whiff of like alcohol and also like barley in here. You get that they probably store their more expensive wares behind this door. You know, things that would make for good cooks, good eats and things like that. What's Peeper's passive perception?
Good question.
'Cause I don't have
13.
13. Okay, cool. So, I'll DM you something, but yeah, basically you see a storage room. Looks like lots of crates of food, smells like really nice alcohol, and there's different, like, there's metal things, like these stands here. Look like they'd be like log storage for like burning in fire and stuff, and then there's like crates of coal and things like that. And your DMs, bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
What's everyone else doing?
I would hope within that time between him opening up the door and me getting my peek underneath the pressure plate, I would just be walking over.
Then I kind of just smells like alcohol in here.
Is there any good food in there?
I mean, you haven't cracked any of the boxes, but one's marked with the word jerky on the side of it.
Hey guys, it looks like this door, we can lock it from inside. You guys want to take a rest in here or something?
I could go for a rest. I mean, if we're planning on exploring more.
Zian is instantly in behind you and parks up at like a part in the wall and just like flops against you. He's like, "Ah, finally!" and just kind of like drops down and sits and like tends to his wounds.
Yeah, I'll come hang out for.
So I'm gonna kind of start inspecting these barrels and boxes down here.
Okie dokie. What are you looking for? Are you looking for anything specific, or are you just looking at them?
Well, I mean, checking if they're open, easy to open, and if I can open it once, what's inside.
Okay, so roll me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Rolling the 11s today. Okay, you can see that a lot of it is as you'd expect. Like, the box that's marked with jerky has jerky inside it. It has been cracked a little bit, so, like, you could shove the lid off. The barrels, you take sort of a sniff. You reckon the ones at the end of the room don't have alcohol in them. None of them are open. But the ones on, you know, the ones that you can evidently see marked with the word wrong, you take a sniff and bingo, there's your alcohol. But you reckon if you had some sort of crowbar or something, you could wedge like most of this stuff open.
Cool.
Most of the boxes are unmarked.
Well, the jerky, I'll probably take the cap off that and grab some to eat.
Yep, so easy enough. You kind of like shove it off, you shove the lid off, and it is filled to the brim with, with jerky. You're not quite sure what kind of meat this is, but there's like some bigger pieces than the other, and you're like, this one looks good, and then you're like one that looks like really, really chewy, and then, you know, it's varying degrees of both decay and quality.
I kind of look for one that looks halfway decent, grab it, and plot myself right where I am, and sort of hold it up and say, jerky over here if you guys want some.
Yep. So you all see and hear this.
So I'll walk up and I'll go. Walk back to my barrel and kind of sit on the barrel.
Are you just taking any old piece, or are you like taking time to look for a decent piece?
I'll look through, I'll find a decent piece.
Roll me a perception check. The reason I didn't make him do it is because he already did investigation. Good. You find a decent looking piece, and it's quite a big piece. You reckon that should Necros have been a living creature, you would have been able to share it with them.
While they're doing that, I'll shut and lock the door behind me as I come in.
Noted. So you close and lock the door, and then, you know, they're picking out jerky from a box.
And then I'm just gonna kind of pop a squat at the wall right there and just kind of chill by myself.
Okay. If you intend to take the hour just now, you can roll hit dice.
Yeah, let's do
Get
that.
hit points back. If you're a warlock, you get your spell slots back.
Woohoo!
He gets that back.
So what do I do to roll hit dice? Do I just click it?
Yeah,
Hit hit dice.
And you can roll as many as you
What
like
does
just
that
now.
I just have to delete, well, take one away from my total for each one,
Yes.
and then add whatever health it says.
Yep. Then add whatever health it says.
I disappeared.
Your roll, you got a 9.
I disappeared. My token.
Your token disappeared. I still see it.
I don't see me.
I still see it.
I see you underneath Torchon.
I don't see me.
Can you see everyone else?
Yes, I even see Torch Chan.
Oh
Can
boy.
you see yourself now?
Yes.
What about now?
Yes.
Alright. It must have been just a glitch.
Are you doing something?
No. I'm rolling
Oh,
hit
okay.
points for Zian. Plus 11. And then plus 9. Oof. Probably another one. Holy shit! Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's a lot healthier than he was before.
I'd say so.
Like, I rolled really well!
Uh-huh.
Ooh, hell.
Alright. Yeah, considering he was at 4 hit points, like, I'll tell you that now. He was at 4 hit points when you finished that. So, yeah, we Gucci now. But yeah, so you take the hour. It's kind of quiet.
Do I get spells back? I don't remember if I get spells back after a short rest. I know I get my D-shape
Warlock?
back.
No, Druid.
Druid, I think it's long.
I know I get my wild shape back. I should know this.
It's no big. But don't.
I feel bad for not knowing this.
Don't, because they always confuse. Like, I've played so many spellcasters and I'm like, blah.
Also, bot's not
During
working,
casting
Jessers.
spells,
I opened it and it's
spellcasting
having
focus,
authentication errors, and I just don't feel like fucking dealing with it right now.
fine. You regain all expended spells when you finish a long rest. There you go. So the answer to your
What was
question is
that?
no.
Okay.
You get them back on the end of a long rest.
Okay. That's okay. I have.
I think it's only warlocks that get them back in short rest. Maybe artificers too, I can't remember.
Surprising they don't get any after a rest.
Hmm?
It's just like they don't get any slots back, that's all.
Who?
Any, well, like druids or other
Yeah.
casters and stuff.
So, they get far more spell slots than you do, honey.
I mean, I know that, but still surprising.
Yes, you take the hour. It's quiet in the room other than the flickering of the torches. Zian is grumbling about something, you know, Necros kind of hunkers down next to Cyrus. Peeper is just sort of, like, brushing up against you, making sure that you're alright, Shaprax. And, Kess, you're quietly contemplating the events that you are aware of. And you don't hear anything other than the silence in the halls of this place the entire time you're resting. You hear no motion, no movement, no... Like, maybe the sound of, like, something outside the building, but even then, the walls are that fucking thick that you're not even sure it's worth being worried about.
Do we hear any rain still?
I mean, you're not underneath the roof, so
Okay.
not really.
Okay.
But it's safe to assume that it's probably still raining.
Are we gonna be in here for more than 4 hours?
In this place.
In this room, resting?
No, you're here for an hour.
Yeah,
A short
I
rest
figured it
of
was
an
just a
hour.
short.
Enough.
But the hour comes to the end, and you all feel slightly more rejuvenated than before. What would you like to do?
So I kind of pop up. Alright, let's go see what's upstairs.
Peeper seems excited by this. She kind of like flaps herself out and she like brushes herself up. Zian kind of like does the ugh, and like pulls himself off the ground as well.
I'll get up and unlock and open the door.
And you do so.
Kind of head out and take a quick stretch.
And the previous room is exactly as you left it.
I'll tell Necros to get up, and I'll get up as well. I start following out.
Yeah, and he's sort of like the metal on the
Take a
stone
couple
floor.
steps towards the door up here, and then just kind of wait for everybody to... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Wait for everybody to file out.
Hold on. Hold on. Sorry.
Whoops.
Yep, so again, from what you can see, everything is as you left it. Nothing has changed. There's no... Other than the natural creaking of the house, there's... nothing new.
Alright, I step out here. Kind of look around a little bit. I know I can see the whole room, but start making my way back towards the door.
Yep, and I mean, you see those corpses just as you left them.
Gonna follow like at the edge of the light.
Okay.
Whoop,
Is
wrong click.
And as you progress, everything is almost unnervingly quiet, considering the fact that when you were last in this area, you heard the quiet crying of Sarah. And you now have her with you.
I'm
As you progress back
sl-
into the-
slowly making my way down.
Yep. You continue to progress, and again, things are as you left them. Like, I don't know what you're expecting. The rooms are just...
I
as
don't know
quiet,
what to
just as
expect.
dark.
That's the problem. Gotta
Just
take it
as
slow.
dull, just as Zian grumbles and kicks the sofa as he walks past it.
Do I have to do an athletics check to climb over the sofa?
Yes.
Lovely.
Athletics or acrobatics, you pick. I mean, it depends. Are you like taking your time to climb over it, or are you
Yeah.
like trying to vault over it?
I was just gonna like take my time, climb over it.
If you're taking your time, then no, you'll be fine.
Okay.
But if anyone is trying to like vault over it, make me an athletics or an acrobatics your choice.
I'll take
I
my
just
time
want to
for it.
Yeah, I just want to slowly, very carefully, very cautiously make my way.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright.
I might even half-heartedly like try to like pull one corner out away from the door and see if I can like slide through.
You can make me a strength check to see if you move it. Zian will assist you. So roll strength with
Right.
advantage.
Roll strength with advantage. Let's go. +0.
Cool. So yeah, easy enough. You make it look like it's as light as a feather, as you just, and like the whole sound of like this, the feet of the sofa dragging away across this wooden floor just echoes throughout the entire room.
So I kind of turn around, look at the door, and I kind of shrug. Which one? I vote up.
Yep.
Oh,
So the
sounds
one
good.
on the. So let me give you. I think I have the descriptions for this. Hoop, ba-doop, ba-doop. I will find them. Yep. So this room is empty and dull. The only things of note being the two separate sets of stairs. One on the right-hand side leads up. The one on the left leads down. It's dark in this room. And it does seem musky and like you can sort of get the feeling that there might be, as you saw earlier, there were holes in the roof and stuff, and the rain has given the smell of damp from being able to find its way into the building. You can see that there is a flicker of light from both directions, up and down. So both rooms have light in them that you can see.
So like I said, I vote up.
Show up. That sounds good.
All right. So we.
Okay, so these stairs are single file.
Mm-hmm.
So please choose a marching order.
I'm going last.
I'll go first again.
I'll go.
It was my idea.
I'll go after Shaprax.
Cool, and then Necros, Zian, because you can get Necros up here, normal stairs, and then Kess at the back.
Alright.
And as you are traversing, sorry, I'm taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
As you're going up, the stairs lead up into a dusty, dimly lit room. The room seems to have been an old library that now seems to have turned into a storage room for weaponry. Though it's less organized than you'd expect. It's more like people who use this room just dump their weapons onto the table until they need it again, rather than sorting it anywhere specific. There's multiple tables just sort of haphazardly. What you would have guessed would have been in the middle of the room for reading spaces, just kind of been shoved to the edges, and there's just a plethora of different types of weapons dropped atop them. All of the shelves are lined with a multitude of books. Everything other than the tables and the weapons themselves seems to be particularly dusty. What you finna do?
Did you say the room is lit up?
Mm-hmm. It's dimly lit.
So I kind of.
It's kind of dusty. There is like a corner, a pocket where the rain is coming through the roof. That side of the room is kind of just wet and sodden and not very looked after. The books in that corner have been destroyed by the weather. That kind of jam.
So I kind of look back at Zian and I'm like, in case you want to wash up in the corner, buddy. I know how much you love the rain.
He glares at you and gives a little growl.
So I move into the, well,
There's
kind
no
of
map
look.
for this, so please use your imagination. I'm sorry.
Alright. So I kind of slowly move into the room, looking around, making sure nobody's in there, and keep listening, make sure I don't hear anything.
Okay, so roll me. Are you looking at anything specific, or is it just a general gloss over?
Right now, just general gloss over to see if I see anybody around or...
So roll me perception checks for you and Peepers,
Yep.
as you two are the first ones that sort of creep up the stairs and get the view.
Peepers has advantage. Perception.
Okay, so you take a glimpse around. There's no one in here that you can see. Obviously, it's a well-used room for just throwing the weapons away, and there's far more weapons in here than you'd expect, considering you've only seen a handful of goblins so far. The tables are just lined to the brim with multitude of things. The books themselves, there's many of them. Just passing glances, there's languages you don't know. Some of them are older looking than others. Their spines are kind of frayed and things. Some of them look like they're ornate and really like worth a lot of money. But again, it's kind of just been this hall of what was probably once a really grand collection has basically just been turned into a dumping ground. What's everyone else doing as you're getting up into the room?
I'm just gonna like hang out at the top of the stairs as the last one in.
Okay.
I'll come in, I'll kind of search through the books, looking for anything along the lines of work.
Okay, roll investigation.
Right there. Oof.
So you're looking through the books, and you spot one that you think would be in your nature, and you kind of like, you pull it out the shelf, you go to, get the dust off it, and then you kind of flick through the pages real quickly, and it's all basic teachings, stuff that you already know, stuff that you know how to do faster. You can tell that this particular manual is dated quite significantly. It goes back to sort of when your craft was first discovered. And obviously since then it has advanced quite significantly. It's great if you wanted reference to the history of where your particular line of work comes from, but you wouldn't be able to learn anything new from it.
Okay, I mean, I'll kind of stash it away and kind of take it with me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna also look sort of at the books and see if I can find one that sounds like magical, like spells or something like that.
Okay, so you're
Can I help them with that?
Probably not, because it'll be happening at the same time.
Okay.
Roll me an investigation, please, for looking for the other books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you don't necessarily find anything magical or that you'd assume is magical in nature.
Mm-hmm.
You find a book that seems to explain the different schools of magic and what each of them do. Like, it would be like, okay, so transmutation does this is how it works. Some basic spells that you might see created by this is X, Y, and Z, that kind of thing. Like, it's more of an informational textbook than it is to learn any spells.
Okay.
But it does detail, from what you like flicking through it does seem to be in great detail about each of the schools of magic. There is, however, a chapter at the end of the book that is in a different language.
I can read it.
You can.
Yes.
You realize that this language is in a language that seems to be from a lesser plane, something along abyssal in nature. And you, from like the chapter heading that you see, it says the theory of forbidden magic.
I put that in my backpack.
Okay, so you get that. As you're doing that, out of the corner of your eye, towards the end of one of the tables, you see a wooden staff that seems to be kept separate from the rest of the weaponry, and it is just leaning against the wall.
I'm gonna go over and check it out, I guess.
Hold on a second. I'm writing down the books that I gave you.
Oh, I'll put
Because I'm trying to be better at keeping notes for myself.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the chapter? Spells like forbidden.
Theory of forbidden magic. So you walk over to the staff that is separate from the rest, and you see that it's. Hold on, I have a description. Hold on. Where did I put it? Yeah. So the staff itself seems to be really, really well made, and as you approach it, it looks to be a quarterstaff in terms of purpose. You notice that the staff itself has intricate carvings of screaming faces of all different races that cover the full length of it.
Huh.
I'm assuming you haven't touched it yet.
I have not.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna kind of look over at Kess and be like, can you detect magic?
Cass, do you approach?
Good. Osiris, can you identify?
Yeah, I can ritually cast that and detect magic.
Do either of you approach
That
the staff?
might-
Not yet.
I'm moving from where I'm at. I'm just hanging out.
Okay.
I don't
Move
think detecting
closer
magic is going to do us a
rather.
lot of good. If anything, we should identify it.
Okay. It would be
The same amount of time, right?
I mean, you
10
have to
minutes.
go over and touch it to do so. You have to physically meditate on it. If you want to ritually
Have to for either or.
Mm-hmm. You have to be holding the item to be able to. Well, in fact, I don't think so with detect magic. Detect magic has a radius, so
No,
no.
no.
But
Yeah, with detect
identify,
magic,
you would be
no.
having to hold it.
Do you have to
Hold on.
hold it barehanded, or can you like wrap it in a cloth or something to?
I believe I have to be actually touching it to get the feel of magic effects out of it.
Well,
Well, we can see.
Investigate it, like, closely to see if I can figure out what it is. Any idea what it could be? What kind of roll?
So you're approaching it?
I'm cautiously stepping towards it to get a good look at it, but I'm not touching it.
You can make a nature or arcana check.
Nature or arcana? I'm gonna go with nature. Oh, that's
Okay.
not split advantage, but
It's
19.
okay. I'm gonna borrow you.
damn it!
Right?
I want it. Well, I want it, but I don't want to die touching it.
Right. I don't want to touch it if it's gonna be like hell.
Well, yeah, it was like there's screaming faces on it. All right, so don't fucking touch it. Yeah.
Totally not freaky at all, you know.
Yeah, and after picking up a book that has Theory of Forbidden Magic, I'm like, huh. So this is the kind of place we're in right now.
Yeah, that's a little scary right about now. I mean, we got the other magic book that I picked up that's making magic items, so maybe they were making them here. Don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Which gets me even more concerned, that combined with the last chapter in my book, so...
Saying that they're made in the same place.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
Please
touch
repeat
it.
what you
Welcome back.
I'm gonna touch it.
So you
I'm gonna
all
touch
watch
it.
as Kess puts his hand out and grabs a hold of it. You lift it up. It feels well balanced. It feels like it's a really finely made quarterstaff.
You good, Kess?
Yeah. You alright, bud?
I'm gonna hand it to Osiris and ask him to identify it.
Okay. Don't take it from them.
Okay, tell me what the... Hold on, let me read. Let me read.
Identify.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I'm on your sheet! Stop pressing buttons!
I didn't know you were on my sheet.
I said let me read!
Well, I don't know what that means.
Okay. Okay. This will be interesting. You will have to take 10 minutes, well, 11 minutes technically, if you want to sit and meditate on this item. But Kess is, you know, putting his... is like, here you go, buddy.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll find a good spot, just kind of sit down with it, and...
I mean, there's like chairs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now that Osiris is meditating, Zian's kind of watching the top of the stairs. What are you all doing for the next 10 minutes?
I'm gonna peruse the bookshelf now that everybody else has done so.
Are you looking for anything specific?
I'm looking for information relating to the forest.
Your one?
Yeah, and
Okay.
the trees. Anything I can find, maybe like that.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Am I any good at this? No.
I don't know. You made it fair. You find a book about trees. It's a pop-up book with pretty pictures in it. You know, you get it's like a kid's book. You open it up and you're like, ooh, pictures! You realize they're not your trees, but they're trees.
That's what I get for leaving my advantage on for the last roll.
Shaprax, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of check out the weapons a little bit just to see if I can pick out anything that looks especially interesting.
Okay, I mean, roll me an investigation.
Okay.
Most of the stuff, you know, the swords, the daggers, the bows, the arrows, the crossbows, the hammers, the hand axes, great axes, you know, mauls, maces, your general weaponry, spears, javelins, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they're just kind of tossed to the side. Most of them are like mundane. A lot of them are like rusted or getting rusty.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that it's not necessarily that they take care of these weapons. It's more of a let's just put them where we'll find them kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing really of note. Like, there's a couple of mundane daggers and probably like a mundane short sword that you could grab if you wanted, or if anyone needed to top up arrows. There's like a quiver in the far corner. But other than that, like, a lot of it's mundane. Nothing is standing out to you.
I'll probably grab another like 10 arrows just to put in my... How much can a quiver hold, or is it
I think the max is 20.
Good, because I only have 10.
Do you have a quiver?
Yeah. I have a quiver and a short bow.
Yeah, I think it's 20. I should have put it in your sheet. If I didn't, that's bad, and I'm sorry.
Well, I have a quiver in my sheet, and there was 10 in it.
No, but I mean, I should have put a counter on your sheet for you. But that might be a bad DM. I'm checking your sheet. Please hold. Yeah, no, I did. Ha! Yeah, so max is 20. And yeah, so you grab 10 of the arrows. They're not mastercraft arrows, you know, you probably won't be able to get much use out of them. If you shoot them, they'll be like either broken or lost. Because they don't look like they'd fly as straight as you hoped you would. They're definitely not as good as the ones you were used to, the ones that Crow provide for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Arrow-kun! Torch-chan now has a torch-kun, so you're welcome. But yeah, so that takes you both all of like 2 minutes. What are you doing for the rest of the 9?
I mean,
once I'm done with the amazement of the picture book, can I try again?
You can try once more.
Fingers crossed.
It just doesn't want you to get a book.
I am so sorry! You continue to go through the bookshelves, and there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of books, and there's a lot of old books, and there's a lot of different spines and languages, and you kind of get lost in thought based on everything that you've experienced in the last few hours. You kind of like, your brain drifts off and takes you back down the memories that you saw when you were unconscious. And that sort of lingers more in your head than the fact that you're actually looking for something.
Okay.
And Shaprax? You see that Peepers is intently watching Osiris.
I kind of mutter, "You okay?"
You get like an affirming, for what an owl can do is a nod.
So,
You don't get words, you just get a very like firm like
mm-hmm.
There's like excitement behind it.
Okay. That tells a lot more than just a nod like, yeah, okay. But, alright, so...
There's excitement behind it.
Okay. So, would I be able to do another investigation on the books to see if there's some sort of, like, secret behind the books themselves, like a kind of switch or something? Yeah, just in case.
I mean, you can certainly try. Show me an investigation check.
Yeah, I ain't gonna see shit.
There's a lot of really cool books here. There's one that explains like the different kings of the western region, and there's one that's like there's like the tale beyond the mountains, and like there's a lot of like that kind of stuff. And then you move to another bookshelf, and there's a lot of like talks of like princesses of the sea, and the distant swamp, and there's like a lot of stuff that sound like fantasy novels, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
In the next bookcase. And then there's one that's just kind of like a bookshelf of, I guess, like history and like informational things like that, you know. And it's like you can tell they've been categorized in certain ways, so there's like fiction, non-fiction, education, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
A really impressive collection, but nothing specifically is standing out to you.
Okay. I'm just trying to fill time at this point, waiting because
there's 4 of you in the room, and 2 of you are looking at bookshelves, and 1 of you is meditating. Oh, for the love of Christ. Okay. Nothing you would like to say to each other? Then Osiris, you do complete your ritual. I'm going to drag you down.
Sounds good.
My brain's too fixated on this staff to worry about talking in RP and shit. That's my issue. And I know,
I'm
like,
waiting for. I want
mhm.
to staff. I
Yeah.
was gonna say something to you and ask you if you found any books about trees, but after all of our investigations lately,
Yeah.
I'll find the picture book I just put back and get distracted for as long as I did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why she drugged me when I said I wanted to grab it. I was just like, I want to touch it. And she like pulled me out and I didn't even realize it.
I wanted to touch it, but the screaming faces, the fact that there's some beginner's guide to like artificing, and the book that I found, I was like, maybe it's a bad idea to touch it. The screaming faces on a staff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically all I was talking to Link about while we were waiting for you guys to come back. And yeah, I know Rax is like, I want to see about the staff, and I want to use the staff.
I'm gonna call dibs on that staff.
This is bullshit. I feel attacked.
See what it does. Or at least what he tells us that it does.
It just yells every time you hit somebody with it. Shit.
I don't think so.
I can go off that.
Alright. Okay.
Hello.
So
Welcome
Osiris,
Welcome back.
his eyes flick open and you see him concentrating on it. And then his ritual ends. And you know what you know.
So, this quarterstaff is weird.
When he's done, I'm gonna like kind of like reach my hand back for it, like.
So, I'm gonna hang on to it for a quick second as I'm realizing you're waiting for it. I do let you know it's a +1 weapon. But there's something behind it that I can't figure out what it is.
So in RP talk, that's it's enchantment. It's got a very basic enchantment on it. It might do more damage. Because it wouldn't be described as +1 to your character, but yeah, it's a +1 quarterstaff.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of cross my arms and grumble. I want to use it.
I'll hand it back to Kess too.
So I'll like take it and like look at it. Just like kind of look at Rax and be like, reminds me of home.
Because of the screaming faces? Like, that freaks me out more than reminds me of home, personally.
Yeah. Is there something you want to talk about, bud? That's reminding you of home?
Just stories that the people of our forest used to tell.
Okay.
Okay.
Where I'm from, the forest is said to have spirits, and which
Oh.
wandered through it. And there's maybe some trees that look like bull, and people have been said to have gone missing. So it reminds me of home.
Scary story, I like it, but still pretty me. Scary story, came before a bonfire.
Alright, well,
Did you just say save it for a bonfire? You asshole! Sorry! That's DM going, what the fuck?
well, while you were doing that, I was kind of looking to see if there was some other doors or something hidden behind these shelves, and I didn't see anything, so... Do we want to go downstairs or just start heading back?
I guess we can just start heading back. I didn't find anything overly interesting that I was looking for.
Cyrus?
Yeah, I'm good to go. There's nothing else in this room I need.
Well, do we want to go, like, down the stairs that we found, or do we want to just head out? Because obviously there's more to go to, but I don't know where the hell to go.
Might as well go down. We've already started exploring.
Alright, so I go back down the stairs, back into the room that we're looking at right now. And then, are these stairs also single file?
They sure are.
Alright, so
Following on behind.
I'll go first.
Same order.
Okay, so you go down the stairs, down the stairs again. And again, the room is dimly lit. It's filled with bunks. It's obvious that this room is well used, as the sheets upon multiple beds have been tossed around and left unset by whomever had been resting here. There's at least 10 beds. All the sheets are green in color. The only other thing that is of note is a tapestry on the back wall, much similar to the entrance hall, but in much better upkeep and condition.
So does it look like all of the beds are disturbed, or just some of them, or?
Pretty much all of them have been used, but there's varying levels of care after getting up, you know, like there's one that's been like half made and the rest of them are just kind of like tossed.
Okay.
And used recently, or they were disturbed and then...
If you'd like to look, you can go and make perception checks. If you're looking intently, you can use investigation. Just tell me how.
Yeah, I'm gonna use perception.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Roll.
tell me how you're looking. Like, if you're just like generally glossing over them, then roll me a
looking
perception.
over, like,
Holy shit.
let's go. I see everything.
You do, and you notice that it's a fucking room of bunks. They've been used recently. You have been fighting goblins. You assume probably by them, judging by the stench as you get close to one of them.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's been recently disturbed. Do you think this is where they've been resting through the night, sort of idea?
Can I investigate the room for like extra cash, coins?
Okay, roll me investigation. Where are you looking?
I'm gonna look underneath the bunk beds where they're sleep, like in the mattresses, underneath the pillows, underneath the blankets.
Okay. You don't have to roll me to GM anymore, but you basically thoroughly search all of the bunks and you watch as Osiris like basically goes from bunk to bunk, like lifting mattresses, tossing pillows, fluffing out duvets. He probably leaves the beds in better condition than they were when you started looking through them, which is maybe a bad thing. But you don't find anything of note. Like, again, well-used bed sheets. They smell pretty awful. They haven't been washed in God knows how long. One of them's got like a drill stain. One of them's got like a sweat stain. It's tasty.
Lovely.
Ooh, disgusting.
So I kind
Well,
of...
I was hoping to find some cash, but I didn't.
Oh, well, I mean...
Yeah, I'm just gonna head back up the stairs. I don't think there's anything worthwhile in there.
I'm gonna check behind the tapestry. Just cuz.
Okay. You check behind the tapestry, and there's a pretty fucking cool wall behind it.
Shrug, say worth a shot, and start heading out.
Slightly disappointed in this quarterstaff, not gonna lie.
You're slightly disappointed with the quarterstaff?
I'm joking.
Dude!
I'll take it off your hands, I already said that.
Joking.
Just so you know, I'm updating his sheet as I'm doing this.
I can see you doing it.
Yeah,
'Cause I
I'm
was
trying
just
to like
about to do
DM
it.
and also like thingy this at the same time, and I'm like trying to words, and my brain's going, okay, now +1. Okay. Oh wait, it's already in there. Huh, that's pretty fucking neat. Okay. Huh. Awesome. Okay, now that I'm done, so you make your way back upstairs. Where do you go next?
Nope. So, we didn't leave any extra doors, did we?
You also feel like it's sort of cresting on. You arrived at this edge of the area pretty early on in the day, I believe. It was like just reaching noon. So it's sort of cresting on to be quite late in the day at this point.
Well, I guess we
We
should...
didn't leave anything.
I don't remember any
behind.
doors. I also can't see in the dark, so...
I haven't seen any doors we left, so I think we're good.
Alright.
All of you roll me a wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
Mm-hmm. Especially Osiris. You
Okay.
realize that you haven't found the tower yet.
A tower.
The tower you were told to come here to investigate. You haven't found it yet.
So, that tower that we're supposed to investigate, by the way, have we actually found that? Like, we found Sarah's remains, but...
Osiris especially, you would know that you haven't left any door unopened. You haven't not explored anything you've found so far. You haven't found any other sets of stairs. But you
Sure,
also...
we haven't explored.
Carry on.
Oh no, you're right. I thought there was a door we hadn't explored.
Nope. And you also haven't really found a door that leads to where you think the tower should be. That was the whole reason you went to the east first. Sorry.
Do you know kind of the general idea where the tower is?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, you saw it when you came in. It was just behind where the main door was down here. And the tower was, like, just, like, this big building.
Okay. Oh, well. Do you think behind the bar might have something secret?
I mean, you guys, I didn't get all that close when we were over there, and I know you kind of fell into that hole when you got close to the bar, so I don't know.
No, we kind of avoided it all at that point, but that is the general...
Tower should be right
That
behind
way.
there.
There are curtains behind the bar as well, so...
Probably worth a closer look.
So, just to remind you, at the far end of the room, there's a large bar, which would suggest that this large room was once a main hall used for entertaining guests. The wall behind the bar has ornate, deep red curtains, which adorn the wall. Although tired and worn, these heavy-looking drapes are not torn or damaged like most of the other furniture and the rugs in this room.
Looking
Right,
around is the odd one out already.
Well,
Well, I mean, for those of you who aren't there, you can't see them currently because the room is dark, and getting increasingly darker because it's growing night outside.
well, I start walking carefully towards the bar just in case for more pitfalls.
The first torch that you lit has now gone out.
Makes
Alright,
sense.
I'll produce flame.
Awesome. What is it? 20...
It's 10:20.
10:20. Noted. There you go. Now you have light. Woohoo!
10 foot, and yeah, it's 10 and 20, so 10 plus 10.
Alright, well. Go up to the curtains and I start checking behind them to see if there's something.
So the curtains are kind of like stage curtains, and they're really, really heavy, so you wouldn't be able to move them yourself.
Look, well, I guess I look for some way to pull them or see if there is one.
Okay, so roll me investigation to see if you can find a pulley.
I rolled.
So you don't. Sorry, I was taking a note.
Mhm.
You don't necessarily find a pulley itself, but you reckon that if you went in behind the far end, like over here, if you can see, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I saw the tag on the left side.
Yeah, if you went in over there, you'd probably be able to like shimmy your way along if you wanted to look behind it.
Alright, well, I'll start doing that.
Okay, so what do you do?
Moving along.
Are you taking the torch with you?
No, I give that to Peepers to hold outside of the curtains so they don't light on fire.
Okay, so Peepers is flapping about with a torch, and you shimmy your way along. It's dark as fuck behind these curtains.
I'm mostly just trying to feel the wall.
Okay, so you're like patting it down.
Mm-hmm.
It's wall here, bricks and all. You continue to pat down the wall.
Yep.
Bricks, bricks, more bricks. A little bit more bricks. Something kind of feels weird here. You're not sure what it is, but it's squishy.
It's squishy.
There's like something squishy on the wall. Carry on, your hand feels a bit gross, but it's still wall. It's still bricks.
Alright, well, it seems like this is something interesting, so I kind of like... I don't
Okay.
peel at it? I don't know.
You want to it?
I try to like... Well, I pull out my dagger and I kind of start poking around, see where this thing is or what it is. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just
So
trying
you
to see
kind of
anything.
like in the dark. You're basically like this against the wall, and you pull out your dagger and you put it, and then you continue, and they're like stabbing whatever the squishy thing. You're in the complete dark, so you think you're stabbing something squishy, but you have no idea what it is. You can't see. You're literally taking a stab in the dark.
Yeah. I like it.
On the counter.
So you're all watching, just like, you're not entirely sure where he is behind the curtain, but you're kind of just hearing like grunting sounds as he's like shifting along, and then all of a sudden just like tink 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 from behind the curtain.
Well, there's a tink noise. That means it's hitting stone. So there's nothing there.
Somewhere it's hitting stone, but you're convinced there's something squishy there. So even though you're hearing stone, you think there's something squishy.
I don't know.
You're all hearing just kind of like stabbing sounds, and like I would assume some kind of grunting and trying to figure out what it is, and you all hear it.
Is there a cup on the counter, by the way?
Yeah, there's multiple, like, this bar was used when you came in, like, it looked like they just kind of dumped their drinks and stuff. So there's, like,
Okay.
open bottles of wine and...
Grab one. Is there liquid in it? If there's liquid in it, I'm just gonna dump it out.
Okay, so you toss out
Okay.
whatever was in there.
Tap inside it to create light. To kind of create like a flashlight.
Okay.
Shaprax, do you need light back there?
Sure as shit would help.
Okay, I'm kind of. Is there like a mold outside of the curtain that doesn't look normal like the rest of the curtain?
No. Like, these are really fucking heavy curtains. You have no idea where he is behind the curtain. You just know he's somewhere.
I move my way all the way back down to the end and kind of stick my arm out around behind.
Oh, okay, I run down there, I give him the cup.
Okay, so you now have a cup with weird light in it.
I kind of just shrug, go, alright, slowly make my way back.
Okay, so you're making
And
your way
Osiris just invented the flashlight.
Pretty much.
I don't think I can drink light, Vagabond.
You could try.
I don't think I want to. I guess would be better. Alright, so
So,
this is...
get to where you think the squishy thing is.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like just a wet piece of like old paper or something. That maybe a poster was stuck to this wall. Maybe something was originally here before these curtains went up. It was squishy because it was wet, but you can't make it out anymore. Like, if you were to try and make an image or something, the fact that you've been stabbing it doesn't help. But, like, it's kind of like finding wet toilet paper.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, well,
Like, how far does this light go?
I gotta like real quick.
I'm just gonna keep going all the way to the end.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
And
Right.
a 5
Link, go.
object sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light in an additional 5 feet.
Okay. Carry on.
That's the rest of it.
No, I'm saying Shaprax, carry on.
Oh, okay.
Lo and behold, had you taken a step further, you would have found a metal surface. What looks to be a very, very heavy, newly equipped metal door that is hidden behind the stage curtains.
Alright, so... I yelled, Zian, can you help me move these curtains?
He would take a mosey on up. Let me double check his strength. You know what? He probably fucking could. He's going to attempt to lift them at the side, just try and get his claws around it and hike up a bit. They're really fucking heavy, though. Let's see. Let's see. You know what? You decide. Should I roll from a sheet or should I roll actual dice?
Dice. His sheet is very unkind when it comes to lifting things.
Noted. Okay.
Roll real dice.
Brass, gold, or blue?
Blue.
Blue? Okay. So, wasn't my best roll, put it that way.
Oh, fuck.
He kind of, like, goes to yank it upwards, and he gets it a little bit. You reckon that someone, maybe of Necros' height, could fit under it, but there's so little space between where the curtain is, where Shaprax is, and where the door is, that having more than one person in that space would be very, very difficult, especially to maneuver. He also grunts and says, "This shit's heavy, so if you want to do something, do it now." He says it more eloquently than I did.
I don't know. That's probably how he would say it. Something similar.
But he's currently, like, you can see that he's straining. Like, if he could sweat, there would be, like, beads of sweat down his face. But
I'm
he's...
gonna run over and help him if I can.
Okay, so roll me a strength check with advantage. Nice!
Woohoo.
So between the two of you, you can, like, howk it enough for people to get past, but again, like, Shaprax is basically, like, nose to the door. But you can all see it now.
So now I'm assuming I can actually see it a little bit better with, well...
Yeah, with a torchlight. I mean, the light itself in the cup was a good enough thing, but it was kind of, like, literally having a torch. But now with all the torches and shit, you can see.
Alright, so I look for a handle on the door, see if there's any way to open it.
There is a handle.
Can we move the curtain, like, out of the way?
It doesn't seem to be like a thing that you could pull on the there's like basically like a string of rails that the curtains have been hung upon. So it's not like you could like open them or anything. There wasn't like a pulley system or anything. It's just like they were made to be really, really heavy drapes to, as you could guess, hide this door.
Well, I try to open the door.
Okay, you try to open the door. It is locked.
Well, we can't smash this one.
I mean, you could certainly try. You make a lot of noise, though.
It would. Let me put it this: I don't want to smash this one.
Well, if you want to swap me, I can get in there with these tools.
All right, so I grab where Osiris was holding up the.
Okay, so roll me just a general strength check. I would have because you're making the swap and it's like kind of difficult to handle, and also Zian's like way fucking taller than both of you. Just do like a general strength just to see if you can help.
Like in the saving throw thing, or in the?
No, just click the word
Just
strength.
straight.
Yeah.
Straight.
Okay.
You're not feeling confident about being able to hold it for very long, but you've got it for now.
All right. So I kind of.
Okay. Gotta make the swap real quick. And get in there with the thieves' tools. Oh, on advantage.
Let me double check my notes because I have a note on the DC over there.
Okay.
Okay, you are not sure. You've got it. You're kind of like, you're in there and you're fiddling with it, and you've got the pressure of them holding up this really fucking heavy curtain, and like, you know, like, and all eyes are on you at this point. And you kind of like, you're fiddling around with your picks, and you take a minute, and it's taking a little bit more brain power than you usually think, and you're kind of about to give up, and just then you hear the satisfying click of the door unlocking. You just hit the AC for that.
Oh, hell yes. I got it. Just barely. I kinda...
open it! Come on, guys!
Slowly open the door then.
This really creaky, really heavy metal door. Sweet Jesus, bear with me. This one, this one, this one, this one. All of the folders. Okay. This will be fun. Hold. Because I have to get something up here. Okay, so oh shit. So does a 15, an 18, and a 21 hit you?
15 hits. So anything higher, yes.
Yeah, so everything hits you, unfortunately.
Jesus.
Because as you screech open this door, I need a calculator. You get 3 arrows, or more specifically crossbow bolts, just into your chest, and you take 18 points of damage.
As long as it's not a hawking brute. You said 18?
18 points of damage, yes. Yeah, arrows kind of pepper you. I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
Token.
Yep, please remember to click your tokens.
Oh.
Okay.
Shit, no, that's not what I... Damn it. Torchcoon gets an attack this time, in case you were curious.
Was that meant to be Peepers?
Yes.
Okay, I can add a turn for Peepers. A turn. And then what did you get? 5.13?
Yeah.
Okay, so Osiris, you've opened this door. Unfortunately,
Back in the fuck way. I can't hear.
nah. Initiative order has happened and it's not your turn. Bear with me. I'm gonna reveal some areas for you because you can see shit. Or kind of see shit. You see this guy now that he's shot you and the door is open. Oh, does a 17 hit you?
Yep.
I am so sorry. Okay, minimum damage. You take 3 points of damage as another arrow into your chest.
Ouch.
That one's a natural 4, so that won't hit you. Okay. Hold on, because I need to put some of these in places. Okay. Who's this one? Okay, natural 4 again, so that doesn't hit you.
Keep it up.
15.
That's a hit.
It does hit?
It hits, yeah.
Again, minimum damage, 3 points of damage as another crossbow bolt into your chest. Shaprax, you just watched while you're holding this curtain, your friend open the door for you and then get absolutely destroyed and pincushioned by fucking arrows. From within this room. Did I roll for Zian? Fuck, I didn't roll for Zian. Hold on.
Nope.
So many NPCs.
Yeah.
Initiative. It doesn't make much of a difference.
Perfect.
Well, I can... If I were to move, it would drop the curtain on Osiris's head, right?
No,
Or
Osiris is
slam
in
him
the
into the
space where you were, so if you drop the curtain, he would still be behind it.
And Zian's still holding it, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, I would say that if anyone tried to get past where Zion was holding it, it would take double movement. So, like, instead of a 5-foot square, it would be a 10-foot square.
Mhm.
But you'd still be able to get through the curtain.
So... Shit, I don't know. And I can't see anything because I'm basically like in the wall right now, I'm guessing, or right in front of the wall, I'm guessing.
You're kind of like next to Zian, so Zian's like above you holding the curtain. You're kind of like next to him in the same square, essentially, with your hands like sort of lowered down. You're kind of like crouched under him and you're holding the curtains up behind where Osiris is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you would have to let go, and I'm assuming Osiris would let you past if you wanted to move into the room. You still have, like, I would say that with the way, because it's a cup, you'd be able to have kept a hold of the light source if you wanted to. But it is only like a 5-foot.
Well... I don't fucking know. I think I'll... Can I hold my turn until Osiris goes?
You can. It'll put you behind him for the rest of the turn order. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. He can't see Osiris, but he knows shit's coming. So he will pull an action. Kess, it is now your turn.
Let's have fun.
Okay, I'm all about that. By all means, have fun.
So, 5, 10, 20, 25.
Let me reveal more of the room for you, because you have light in there. And trying to get where the edges of the lights are. Bear with me.
Take your time.
Ooh.
I'm still deciding what I'm doing as well.
I mean, you said let's have fun, so I was hoping for something. Okay, so that is what you see when you enter the room.
Damn. Well, let me double check. Okay. So then I'm going to throw my produce flame at this guy. Okay.
Okay. Roll to hit. Unfortunately, you miss. You hit one of the boxes behind him and it catches fire.
Does it produce light?
I mean, yeah, technically. Hold on. I need to try and get this box now. What fucking layer did I put these on? Jesus Christ. Can you guys see the boxes?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what helps is if I have the select tool on. So this box is now on fire. Give it like a 5-foot aura of light for the moment. Advanced. You can see this. Save. Can you guys see it?
No.
I don't see a box. Wait.
Hold. I think I know why. There. Token there.
Now I see a box with light.
Awesome. And I will put in... Is there a little fire icon? There is. Surprisingly, not an icon for being lit on fire, so we'll give it a panic icon.
Accurate.
And it's surrounded by other things that can't and probably will catch fire.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be the end of my turn.
Cool. It's Zian's turn. He's going to continue holding the curtain for everyone. That person's going to hold an action. Osiris, it is now your turn.
Back out.
Okay. So you take the extra movement.
I need some healing if anybody's got them, just in case I'm not doing so well. That was 5. 10.
That's
It was 10.
15,
so
right?
Because it was, to get out under the curtain, it was 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
And also you went diagonally, so it would have been 15.
15 altogether.
So you'd be on like 25
Okay, so
now.
that'd be 25. Yeah, I'll move that 30. Yeah, I'll use Mending on Necros real quick for my turn.
Okay.
Wait, did Necros roll initiative?
Necros goes immediately after Osiris.
Oh, okay.
I can add a turn order for you if you want, like.
Yeah, please.
Mm-hmm.
Mending is 2d6.
There you go.
Respectful. Then his turn. Wrong sheet. That sheet. Be 5, 15.
He can go through peepers. She's above his head, I'm assuming. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's flying. I would also say, like, that square is kind of like curtain space.
Yeah.
So if you wanted him to go, like, behind the curtains, you'd have to come, like, along here and then up to where past Zian and then.
So this is 5 on the first one? Alright. 10, 15, 25. I feel like that's 30.
Because you used the diagonal, yeah. Yes.
No, I'll have him stop there, actually.
Okay.
And, can't really do much right now. He'll take the hide action.
What's he hiding behind?
Didn't think that through. Okay.
I mean, Zian is technically bigger than him, so you can try and hide, like, behind where Zian's standing if you want.
We can try that.
Okay, so
You're
roll,
right there.
roll Necros a stealth check. They're so cheesy. Oh my god, there's cheese everywhere.
I expected this to happen.
So,
click stealth on his sheet, no? Does he have a
Well, he
modifier?
stealth up.
Does he have a modifier?
That one.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
You like to have a modifier for stealth? No.
Okay,
Well,
so then
yeah.
it's just a straight dexterity. Okay, so 10.
Not this time, Rafi.
So
I'll
you think-
rain check that.
I mean, you can. Everyone can still see him. In the room, everyone can still see him. Shaprax, it's now your turn.
Well, if Zian, he had it up enough where like somebody could move with difficult terrain, right? So I guess I'll just, well, I don't, do I need to use the difficult terrain, or I'm good?
No, because you were holding it, so
Okay.
you can take the 5-foot step in.
Alright, so 5. I can see this guy, right? So...
I said yes and gave you a thumbs up. I'm shoving pasta in my face.
No, I was saying so, like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, like, shoot something at him? I don't know. So I can see him, so I'll do...
Box on. You now see the box behind him is on fire. You're not quite sure how it happened, but also Kess is no longer holding fire.
So it'll kind of click in my head, like, gotcha.
I had to get rid of it somehow.
Hey, it's lighting up the room. I'm good. So I'm gonna use that on that goblin I can see. Kill my I'm not gonna kill my allies. We already did that last episode. I don't think we could kill the DM,
Damage.
Rafi. Damage? Alright.
Mhm.
8
Oh,
necrotic.
awesome.
Nice.
So this guy, you essentially watch as a skeletal hand comes out of the ground and grabs a hold of his ankle. He's like, "Oh shit! What the fuck?" And then it just kind of like, and I mean, Kess, you can see it. It looks like literally this hand pulled its life out from it, and as it continues to pull, the goblin goes down. Would you like to do anything else?
Can I move past Kess? Would it be like difficult or something?
No, as long as Kess is willing to let you past.
Can I go
Like-
past?
You may.
Alright, so I'm gonna move in. So that's 10 movement, right? No,
Yep.
that's... Is it?
You'd be on 5, 10, 15. You'd be on 20 there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can I, like, hide behind one of these barrels?
It's an action to hide,
Oh, okay.
so unless you're a rogue. Because they be sneaky fucks. But you
Wait,
can
hold
stand behind one.
Yeah, and is crouching an action? Or would
No.
Okay. Can I crouch behind it?
You can try to crouch behind it in the tiny space that's between it, pardon me, in the wall.
I'll just do that. And then...
You kind of squat down and look like you're trying to take a poo behind a barrel. Noted.
Yep. You're damn right.
It's now Peepers' turn.
Well, I was going to take out my quarterstaff and cast Shillelagh just in case.
Is Shillelagh a bonus action?
Yes.
Cool. Then yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Peeper's turn. Does she get difficult to... Well, actually, she probably...
It's technically classed as a... Is she small or tiny?
She's
says in her sheet.
tiny.
None. She's fine. Like, she can just go, woo! Just flap
Good.
her way under.
Because if she had to land before that, she has a speed of 5 feet.
No.
She could not go very far. Alright,
She can swoop down there.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so she's gonna come over to me. Well,
Like above you.
yeah, above me. I'm just so I'm not. She's not actually on top of me.
Pop her on top of you just for just now so I can get the torch area.
Yep. Well, I was gonna drop the torch on me and then have her fly back.
So you're dropping the torch on your own head?
No, she's giving it to me.
Okay, so she'd have to wait for you to actively take it before she can let go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then she's just shit. That's not
You can
right.
have her drop it next to you on the way by.
Yeah, so she'll drop it like right there. Well,
Okay.
that's not what I wanted. And then so that'd be 35, 40.
Oh, whoops.
It's 55. No, that's 60 to get where she is now, I think, because that's here. Where the hitman? You god of the game. Yeah. Right.
Hold while I reveal this for you.
Oh boy.
Okay, so this is what else you see now that there's light in the room. And this guy is dead. Actually, I need to make some rolls here. $22 and an 18, Shaprax.
Yeah, they both hit. I'm pretty. Yeah.
Take 13 points of damage as 2 crossbow bolts.
Okay.
And
Ow.
I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, so 2 more points of damage. Another one whacks you in the chest. I'm sorry, they can see you. But you can't see them, so they get advantage. I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
Okay, that was a natural 2, so you're fine. This one is the one that you can see, however. And he rolled a natural 1. So, yeah, the last 2 arrows kind of just go poof poof either side of you, and you're like, oh, fuck, what the fuck? And this guy. And luckily enough, that was a natural 9. So, does a 13 hit you?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
That's what my armor is.
So you take 3 more points of damage
Lovely.
as he finds yet another place in your chest. Kess, it is now your turn. You just watched as Shaprax is now peppered with arrows. I'm so sorry.
Alright. So... hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. And I'm going to take out my shiny new quarterstaff. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna two-hand my other quarterstaff because
Oh, I got excited.
I
Are we gonna
I was like,
visually
yay! And then I was like, oh.
visually see that goblin's life leave its body? Is that the special effect of it?
I mean, you just basically basically drained the life out of another one, so why would you be surprised at this point?
I'm not saying I'd be surprised. I'm just curious.
Okay, so you two hand your quarterstaff.
Oh,
Okay,
does a 17 hit
it does. Roll damage.
for 7?
Cool. So you basically, like, you take out this quarterstaff and you kind of, like, you feel your hand drawn to the new one, and then you're like, nah, I'll go with what I'm used to. Whip it out, and then just basically, like, half golf club the side of his head. And, yeah, you basically splatter his brains across the wall. Would you like to do anything else?
No.
No.
I'll
you're
end my turn on that.
good? Okay. Zian's turn. He kind of looks over his shoulder at Necros and Peepers and Osiris. He goes, "Are you going in there, or can I go and help them?" And he's going to wait for a response. Sorry, I'm making panic boxes. Okay. And Kess, remind me, you don't have dark vision, right? Oh boy! Does a 23 hit you? That was very almost a natural 20.
It's too high.
Okay, take 5 points of damage. As you start feeling the force of arrows out of nowhere. Osiris.
Okay. 5, 10. I want to take the curtain from Zion. I'll let him know that he can get in there and help.
Okay, so roll me a strength check. See if you can hold the curtain up.
Strength or strength check?
Strength check. It's the same thing.
Or I was
You're
thinking.
not that confident of how you'll be able to hold it once he lets go, but you have a grip on it for now.
Okay.
Necros.
10. 15. 20.
I mean, Necros can fit through it. His size, he can fit through it fine.
Okay. $20, $25, maybe 35, 40. Then he'll take dodge action.
He has dark vision, correct?
Yeah, so it's Oh, where's it?
60
Dark
feet.
vision 60, yes.
Okay, so for the intents and purpose of this, I am going to send you a screenshot.
Oh. I'm gonna say I'll just close my eyes. I'll hold my hand
Don't
over
wanna
the drain.
close my eyes. Don't wanna fall asleep with a
I was thinking I would just cover the area that I can't see with my character sheet. I was just gonna cover the area that I can't see with my character sheet.
It would be a bitch to re-hide it.
Oh.
The ones at the bottom, he can't really see because of the tower of boxes. But everything else he's aware of, okay?
Okay.
Shaprax. You just watch Kess golf club a fucking goblin brain.
Zion.
Hmm?
Zion.
Oh, is he there?
No, he said that he was waiting on his turn in response of something from me.
Yeah, so he gives you a nod and on his turn something will happen.
Okay.
But he is appreciative of you. But yes, Shaprax.
So, grab the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say this is a tower of boxes right here?
Yeah, it's like there's like crates that probably come up to about your waist height.
Yeah.
Or on the bottom. They're the same size of all the crates in here. And then on top of them is another stack, and then on top of them is the kind of like haphazardly placed like sacks of something. I didn't have an icon for them. But
Okay.
it's like double stack boxes, and then there's like sacks on top.
Alright, well, I was gonna basically try and move over here and hide behind him, I guess.
Okay, so it's an action to hide. You can roll stealth. Okay, you think you're pretty hidden. Based on where the torchlight is and the stack of boxes, I've revealed another area. But because the boxes will be casting a shadow and because you're tucked in the corner,
Yeah.
holding the torch, you know, I can only give you so much.
No, I get it. I was just hoping to help a little bit with it. That's why I kind of brought it over.
You kind of did, but you're also trying to hide with a lit torch, so...
Don't poke holes in my logic right now, please.
Peters?
I also thought about that, but wasn't gonna say anything.
Peters?
So he's just trying to not be line of sight to get shot with arrows, which I totally understand.
Oh no, I get it.
Yeah, Peepers is gonna just stay over here. Well, yeah, she's gonna stay over here. Wait, would she have seen anything when she came in?
From where she was, she wouldn't have seen, because she basically came into this square and dropped the torch, right?
Yeah, the square just inside the door.
This one?
Yep.
Then, not more than what you can see just now.
Alright,
Just
so
because of
yeah.
where she was in the room.
Yeah, so then she's gonna just stay outside because she didn't see much else.
Okay, so it's this dude's turn, and he can only see one person, but he can see also a source of light, but he has cover here, so... Does a 19 hit you, Kess? That dice is fire today. I'm assuming a 19 hits, Kess?
Yes, absolutely, it does. 1 second, my brother's calling me for some reason.
Yeah, no problem. Should I tell him that he takes 8 points of damage, or... I rolled max damage. I'm so sorry. I'll pop it on the sheet for him. Could I have that power? This individual can see him as well, but he can't see it. Oh,
I am
honey, rolling so
quite
well.
low.
Minimum damage. Rolled a 1 on that one. That one can also see him. But that was a natural 4. So we Gucci. It's now his turn, however. So if you guys want to go and take 5 just now?
Yeah, that works.
Since we're waiting.
I'm
Yep.
good.
Nope, I'm back.
Yeah,
Oh no, wait, hold on. You're back. Do you guys want to take 5?
My damage.
I did your damage, yes.
I'd be okay
If
with
you-
taking
I
a
don't
quick
care.
5.
Just for like
Go pee.
structural work.
Go pee.
Yeah.
Go pee.
Okay,
Okay,
sounds good to me.
everyone.
Alright, I'll be right back. So I haven't actually eaten yet. Actually, I'll be right back again. Now I'm actually back. Anybody else back?
Look back.
Cool. Hoi.
Okay, hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Back.
What? Oh yeah. Okay, if you are all ready, put a 1 in the chat and we shall continue. Only one of you is ready. Noted.
I was gonna see if it would let me roll a D1.
You can /roll 1d1.
I was gonna do it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna. See.
We'll have a guy that comes in and rolls a DF. Don't worry. Okay. Can I roll 1d1?
Wow, you got a 1. Nice roll.
I know. Imagine that.
Stand up.
Would a 1d2 be just flipping a coin?
I mean, pretty much.
Solid.
Well, if you get 1, do you naturally crit or do you naturally fail?
It
You gotta
depends
call
on
it in
what
the air?
you're- Yeah, depends on what you're wanting. Anyway, Kess,
Crit.
it's your turn.
My turn. Alright. So.
You can see one of the
I
bitches
felt-
that shot at you.
You said I see one of the bitches that shot me? Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Oh. What I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna. 1, 2. If I step here, can I hit him? Okay, so I'm gonna. My other quarterstaff, and then I'm gonna hit this motherfucker with my new quarterstaff because I felt it calling on that first one, and now I'm gonna give in to it.
So are you dropping it? You dropping the other one?
Yeah, I'm dropping the first quarterstaff, and I'm not gonna hit this one.
Okay. So roll to hit. Unfortunately, you missed.
I hit. I know.
But it feels good in your hands. You're like, you swing it, and you weren't quite used to it because it's got a little bit of a different feel to what you've normally been using. But as you swing it, you're like, yeah, okay, I could get used to this. This is a really nice weight to it, you know, like, once you get used to it in your hands, because obviously it's got all the carvings in the shaft of it.
Right.
Once you get used to it, you feel like this might be a really comfortable weapon. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, that is all.
Cool, so upon being relieved of duty, 10, 15, 20, what movement does he have? 25, 30, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, sorry Kess, 30. He's gonna get here and he's gonna go, oh fuck. And then he's gonna, from what you see, Kess, swing wildly at the darkness. Get a dice for him. Oh, that was so almost a natural 20! But he hits. I rolled a natural 19. I need a d12. That's a d10, Zoe. d12. There it is. So, he swings wildly at the darkness, Kess. But you hear what sounds like his axe hitting something heavy, and then just the scream of pain, and then the thump of a body hitting the floor. And that is his turn. Okay, that being said, he's gonna step on his dead friend, but I'm gonna move the token. Gonna drop his weapon. And he's going to swing. I'll roll a d4 to see who he's swinging at. It is Zian. And that is an actual 4, so that's not gonna fucking hit. But he tries. You kind of catch the glint of like some kind of metal sword as it swishes out and just kind of whiffs past your heroic lion friend. Osiris, it's your turn.
So I'm holding the kitchen up currently. Alright.
You're not sure how much longer you'll be able to hold it. You think maybe, and in out of character terms, one more round.
Okay. Can I take my turn after Peepers? No.
I mean, you can hold an action, but you can't now change your turn. I don't think so.
So I know you're gonna hold an action.
We'll see. Holding movement. I'll give it to you. Yeah, if you want to wait and see if Peepers flies in and then move into the room, then I'll give it to you.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Yep, I'll give you that. You won't be able to attack once you're in there, but...
Can I command Necros right now, though?
You used your bonus action, so yeah.
Oh, okay. 5...
I mean, he moves on his own anyway, so the only thing you need to do is tell him to attack things.
Right. That's 15, 20, 25.
For the sake of this.
There's space here.
Hold on. Now you can see, yes, he would be able to stand in this square,
Okay.
just south of Kess.
5, 15, 20, 25, 35.
Did you take a diagonal step before?
Yes, it was
So it would be
From-
40 then, because your second diagonal is
5, 15, 20, 25, 35.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well then, yes, I'll have him attack for my bonus action.
Okay, so roll to hit. He unfortunately misses.
Oof.
He goes to
Okay.
attack, and like he's not really, he's kind of like dodging under Kess and like dealing with the fact that oh shit, there's barrels here, and oh fuck, and he goes to like take a bite, and kind of just doesn't extend himself enough, and doesn't find contact. Shaprax, it is now your turn.
We can see this purple guy, right?
This dude, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna
You're...
down. Whoa.
Nice. Roll damage. I mean, I can tell you're probably gonna already explode his face, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You wouldn't have had you rolled a normal roll, but
Yep. Mm-hmm.
bear with me because I'm doing things.
Lighting everything on fire.
Yeah. Because none of you put the fire out. But yeah, you explode him. Like, his face is just like...
Yay, juice.
Like, it comes here, and then the back of his head explodes and just goes everywhere. Like,
Beautiful.
fucking everywhere. Save changes. Sorry, I'm lighting shit on fire. Bear with me.
A lot of fire right there already.
I mean, they're all kind of stacked on top of each other, and no one put it out, so it spreads each turn.
Makes sense.
I forgot that I altered this one. Okay. But yeah, you basically splatter his brains against the wall. He's officially not okay anymore. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Might as well. What? Well, that's 5, 10, 15. Stand behind Kess just so he can see something.
Okay, cool. So, yes, Kess, you can now see into the room. You see everything else in the room. Peepers.
Papers is gonna begrudgingly fly in.
It's like, okay, fine.
She heard the arrows and she was like, I'm not going in there.
Yes, but now she's also hearing the screams of goblins being killed, so...
Yep, so she's like, fine. Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 5, 30, 35, 40. That's 55 to there. And then she'll just 60 behind me.
Cool. Cyrus, if you would now like to move, you can.
5 or 10 out of this.
5, because you're just kind of dropping the curtain behind you.
Okay. 5, 10, 15.
It would have been just 5 into here.
Oh, okay.
Just because the curtain's right up against the wall. It was just to have you in a square where it was.
Alright. 5, 15, 25, 30, no. Oh, it's 15, 20, 25.
10, 15, 20, 25, yep. Mm-hmm.
We'll go there.
Okay, and are you doing anything?
Can I pull out my water skin?
You can.
Or is that too much? Okay.
No.
I'll pull out more water skin. I'll wait for that turn to do something.
Okay. This dude's turn. He now has a plethora of targets in front of him. So he drops his crossbow, and he's gonna stand on his dead friend, which gives him advantage on Zian because he looks big and scary. Ooh, a natural 16 and a natural 17. So 89, 21. Will definitely hit. So 1d6. Ah. Really? Aspag. That's 3 points of damage. As you watch as you successfully, compared to his other companion, just goes shwink and slices through Zian. Kess, it's now your turn. You're surrounded by friends. You can see the room.
My fancy new quarterstaff on this one.
Okay. Swing.
What?
Swing.
Wait.
No, swing. Roll to hit. You still miss. I am so sorry. Again, swing and a miss, but you're getting used to the weight of it. It's his turn, so he would attack. That's not his dice. Oh. Yeah. 9 plus. Oh, he just hits! Holy shit! Guys, I'm killing the NPCs for you. Yeah, so the one that just hit him basically gets chopped in half as he just brings his great axe down, and basically like the goblin just goes blue and splits in half. And like one half falls
Legendary.
one way, one half the other way. I feel like that's very him, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
The other one's not happy with him though. And he's too stupid to run away. And rolls a natural 1, so never fucking mind. Cyrus! Cyrus!
That pink one?
Hmm?
Can I see the pink one over there?
If you take 2 steps, if you went into this square, you would be able to.
Okay.
It would be, he'd have a little bit of cover considering your entire party is single file line in front of it. But you could see him for all intents and purpose.
10 there.
You'd have a worse line of sight because of this crate. Because it's like stacked on top of each other, so like he's the size of the first crate, and then there's another crate stacked on top of it.
Can I stand underneath peepers?
Yeah, you can stand underneath peepers.
Yeah, wherever she is, just assume that's like mostly empty space.
Can I try a hit with some that are having a AC? Like cover?
Say that again?
Can I try to take a hit? I'm gonna try.
Again, you probably wouldn't even really be able to see him from there either. Just because of the stacks of crates.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Just question. Did you kill one of these two just now with Zion?
Yes, the pink one. Sorry, I didn't X him. So it's just the orange one that's left. You can see the orange one from where you are now. Link. 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 Did Link die? Did I die?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Link might need to drop the Discord and then back in.
Mm-hmm. Maybe his internet died, or he does this thing where he sleeps his computer by accident.
Oh.
So he might have done that.
I've accidentally kicked my computer and then it fell asleep on me at work.
Oh, I've knocked over my old computer tower was like really small, and I knocked it over and shut off the whole PC by accident.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so since we're waiting here, quick question on Sun's Nat 20 for his Eldritch Blast with your crit hit rules.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it matters since the goblin died anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't roll. You say critical hits should feel will never be less than half.
Yes.
That's less than half of the total damage die.
Yes. Let me read my rule again. General rules. Critical hits should feel epic, but usually dice take to roll good damage. Yeah.
So
it will be never
is...
less than half of the max crit damage.
So he rolls 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
So his max damage would be 20.
Mm-hmm.
So he rolled an 8, which would be less than half of that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So how would you handle that? Would he re-roll, or would you just make it half?
It would just already,
Okay.
like, it would be rounded up to half. But you guys have to
Okay.
call it. I'm not going to call it for you. That is the stipulation. It will be up to the player to catch their own damage, because I already have too much shit going on.
Right, and I just wanted to confirm, like, now that we actually have had this come up,
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to bring it up to get clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hello?
Hi.
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 Are you okay?
Everything died on me. I've got no internet.
You've got no internet?
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh god. Well, this fight is almost over, so we can call it after this.
Which is
But it
probably
is your turn. So I'm
Um,
assuming you want to hit the orange guy with something.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I try to thorn whip him?
You can certainly try. Do you have your own dice handy, or would you like me to roll for you?
I do have my own dice handy.
Okay, so roll a d20.
My sheet's still open though, so I can look at my stuff.
Okay, I mean I have it open, but it's a +6, so 16 does hit. Roll
16.
your damage.
1d shit.
1d6 plus 4, yes.
That is 5. 9 altogether.
Okay, so 9 altogether?
Yes.
Okay. Cool, yeah, so you basically, like, lasso the ever-loving fuck out of this guy, and once your thorn whip wraps around him, as it gets tighter, it basically crushes him where he stands, and all of you hear it, the crunch of his bones as the whip wraps around him, just like a and then he basically screams out in pain, his eyes kind of bulge out his head, and then all the blood, gross, fucking overreactive blood shit. And then he kind of falls limp where he stands. That is all. Those are all the enemies in the room. So combat is officially over. And he's standing on his dead friend. They're both dead. There is still a fire in the room, so we will
Just
deal
about
with
to say
that.
that half the boxes in the back of the room are on fire.
So is the corpse now, actually. So
Yes.
we'll deal with those.
I don't care that much about the
shenanigans.
cards burning, but
We'll deal with
I'm
those
more worried about the
shenanigans next
barrels
session.
that are labeled XXX next to the boxes that are on fire.
Yeah.
Can I turn around and
That might
just
be me.
ray of frost on it? Would that help?
You can certainly try next session.
Okay.
But because Link
You have
doesn't
a week
internet,
to think about it.
you have a week to think about what
guess.
you're going to do with this fire that is currently getting out of control. Like, it was handleable before, and now you turn around and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit!
We left it too long.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna look at it and go, the light's nice.
Yeah, finally it's bright in this room.
Too bright in this room. We got dirt so much.
I can actually freaking
Just
see.
go through the door, let the barrels explode, and we'll deal with it later.
If they explode. You don't know what they do.
Yeah, they're not red barrels
Deal with
keeper,
it
so they
later
won't
as soon
explode.
as the tower starts falling.
Yeah.
Imagine we accidentally
Yeah.
collapse this tower that we were just supposed to investigate.
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying
I
nothing.
feel
I'm
like
making
it
jokes.
may or may not have happened before.
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying
Oh my
nothing.
god, that's great.
love it.
There's some kind of dramatic irony about the way that you guys are going through this compared to the way that my first party went through this.
I bet they got through this in like one session.
Oh no, no fucking way. No one ever has. And it's not designed to be done in one session.
Well, that's a plus.
Mhm. But yes, we'll wrap up there for this evening because Link is dead on the internet. But yeah, good session, guys. If anyone has any questions, let me know. I will be around. I will not tell you how or if you can put out this fire. So don't ask.
I've already said my 2 cents on how to put this out. That's probably what I'm gonna try.
I've got my water skin.
Yeah,
It'll work better than anything I have, so if you can't do it with that, I'm out of options. Into a fucking direwolf and try to pee the fire out.
Not Chris can help. He can pour oil out.
That's not gonna help the fire! Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm seriously thinking
no!
I'm thinking mine was the best option here.
No.
Well,
Like I said, you have the best option, so if yours doesn't, I'm out. But
I'm
that's
with
the
you.
best I can do.
We stand on the other side of the door and just hold it. Just in case those barrels explode.
Yes, let me stand blocking the only exit out of
No, on the other side of the door.
Yes, let me stand and block the only other exit out of here and wait to see if it explodes or if the fire just goes, ooh, things can burn. Let me wiggle my way around this room.
I'd be less concerned about what looks like a steel door here after there was already a steel door here and what is literally all cinder block. Doesn't catch fire very well.
I'm
That's
mainly
why
more
I'm
worried
just-
about an explosion. The entire room is stone, so like,
The room is stone,
so like
yes.
it get charred, but no,
Charred but not
that we came
destroyed.
in is open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's big, thick stage curtains out there.
Nah, I don't care if those catch fire.
Well, considering
But
the
I
entire
mean-
other room is wooden floors and a wooden bar and wooden sofas and wooden tables.
See, that sounds like a problem for future Kess and parties, so why should I
We'll
worry about
see.
it now?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. All of
You're
you
not
you're now
wrong.
stuck in a burning room.
You won't let
surrounded
me
by
do
bodies.
anything about it now, so
No, I'm not gonna let you
it's
do
definitely
anything
not
about it.
It's not a me problem right now.
Mhm. There's
I've got a
panic
week.
corner over here. You've got a week to think about it. To think about your problems and how you set a room on fire.
No.
This is your fault. This
Yes,
is
I
your
know.
fault.
I know. You know how many regrets I have about this?
None.
None. Not even one letter.
This will be fun. I
Uh,
might get to do my first chase scene, and he will be running away from fire. But yes, you are correct. It is a door at the end of the room. But we can deal with that later. Good session, guys. I know it's shorter than we usually have, but with Link's dying internet and no Basch, and the fact that you're in like the route that you're essentially meant to be going now, like.
No, I think this is a good ending point anyway, because it seems like the next room would be very interesting. Well, maybe not the next room, I don't know, obviously, but like the next couple events would be very interesting, and we kind of got rid of just the. I don't think Zian would have really been interested in the library, and he might have been the one to just look at the weapons just to see if anything was cool, and outside of that, of sessions to miss, I guess this one was the.
Yeah,
I don't think he would be very interested in the painting or smell of goblins in the basement either.
But that's kind of why I was like, I'm not that fussed about running this one without him tonight, because I don't, like I said, I think this one would be very boring compared to the rest of them. Because like a lot of what it was just like mundane rooms. Like
like, find one room. We can rest here. Find a second room. There's books. For a barbarian, he's just like, son of a bitch.
There's books in a wet corner, you know, like.
Yeah.
Not his jam. Not his jam. But yeah. I hope you had fun. I know it's not as eventful as other sessions, but, you know, you got some combat in, which I wasn't prepared for, actually.
It's always still fun. Always fun. Always on plan.
Or not that I wasn't prepared for combat, but I wasn't prepared for you guys to stay in the tower. I was like, they're gonna fucking leave, and I was like, cool, let me do all this extra prep that I wasn't ready for. But no. It's good fun. Y'all are free to leave, should you wish to. I'm going to eat ice cream and play Animal Crossing.
I'm gonna finish eating my dinner and finish this mead that I started to drink.
Yo, I have no idea, as soon as you said break, how quickly I shoveled the rest of my pasta in my face.
I went to get food. That's what I did.
Like, pasta, nom, 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 nom.
I'm gonna go get food. Food sounds good.
I grabbed chips and salsa.
Nice.
Salsa.
I've been like sucking on Jolly Ranchers entire session.
Sucking something other than Jolly Rancher away.
Oh wait.
Jiggles. Oh, nice.
I have a sleep piece. My brain just went, haha, you're finished for the night. And I was like, no, please, why?
Oh my,
Alright, well thank you guys for playing tonight.
No, thank you.
Glad we got a chance to. Definitely looking forward to next week, because it seems like it's gonna be fun.
Oh
yeah. Who wants to fill in Basch that you set a room on fire?
I
got it.
So okay, got it.
I'll fill them in. My first statement's gonna be, don't be mad, but
you guys can either decide to wait until next week to fill them in, or one of you can type it in the Discord, and if it's good enough, I will give whoever does it first a point of inspiration.
Okay.
But yes. Go enjoy the rest of your night. I will be around.
So if I just type at Basch, we set a room on fire, do I get a point?
That will not. No.
Ooh. What if I say I set a room on fire?
Tempting, but also no.
At least you admit that tested it.
Oh boy.
Alright, well I will catch you guys next week. Have a good one.
Yep.
You too.
Alright, thank you all for hanging out. That's it for this week. It was short, and we were missing a guy, which I'm glad it was short because we were missing a guy, actually. But kind of a boring week. I'm not overly upset about it. I mean, the fire is just one of those kind of fucking silly things. I'm gonna try to be a fucking fire extinguisher. We'll see if it works. I don't know. But yeah. So next week, same time. I'm not sure what else is going on this week. Somebody said something about a raid tomorrow. Keep an eye on Twitter to see if I say something about it or if I retweet something about it, whatever. But yeah, Sylvie said something about a Last Wish raid tomorrow, so options. And yeah, so everybody have a good night. I'll see you later.